So hello everyone. So in this video we'll discuss what is voltage amplifier in detail. So as I said in the previous video, the voltage amplifier input is I'll write here. In voltage amplifier input is voltage, output is also voltage, and also it is called series shunt. That is, at the input side we are connecting series connection. You can observe there is a series connection and this is a parallel connection. Okay, so that is why it is called series shunt feedback. And also one more thing, it is also called voltage series amplifier, also called voltage series amplifier. So why it is called voltage series amplifier is output is voltage, and then at the input we are connecting this feedback signal with the input signal in series. Okay, so this is the basic amplifier structure. So you can observe the voltage we are giving is Vs, input voltage, and the output we are getting is output voltage V0. Okay, so this is the basic amplifier. So the output what we are getting from the amplifier, that we are connecting in parallel to the feedback network, that is shunt. That is, we are connecting shunt. That is why, and the output of the feedback amplifier we are connecting in series with the input. So I hope you have understood now rather than in the previous video. That is why it is called series shunt. Input series, output shunt. Okay, so it is also called voltage mixing, voltage sampling. Okay, here at the output side we sample the output voltage, that is part of the output is given back to the feedback network. That means we are sampling the output voltage, and also the output of the feedback here is voltage itself, because here the output is voltage. So feedback network will also give voltage itself. So here we are mixing up this feedback voltage Vf with Vs. Okay, that the source voltage and the feedback voltage is mixing. That is, we are making Vs minus Vf. Okay, so the difference of this and this, we are getting this as Vi here. Okay, so input to this amplifier is Vi is equal to this. You need not to forget. So Vi is always the source voltage minus the feedback voltage F. So they may ask, explain voltage amplifier with explain briefly the voltage amplifier. So for that you need to write, so it is an amplifier with an input voltage signal and provides an output voltage signal. Both input and output are voltage. So it is also called voltage controlled voltage source. So why? Because of series connection at the input. Keep in mind, for voltage amplifier, series connection at the input and parallel connection at the output. Okay, so it is also called voltage mixing, voltage sampling, because at the input we are mixing the voltage and the output we are mixing the voltage. That is, we are sampling the output. That is why it is called voltage mixing and voltage sampling topology. Okay, and also for this amplifier, the input impedance required to be very high and the output impedance to be very low. Okay, so the input impedance should be very high and the output impedance should be very low. So if they ask, explain voltage amplifier with necessary block diagram, you need to explain what is voltage amplifier, why it is called series shunt feedback, and why it is called voltage mixing, voltage sampling topology, and what is the input impedance and output impedance required. Okay, if they ask for the 5 to 6 marks. So the next is we need to derive and we need to show or derive the expression for input impedance and the output impedance. Okay, so we'll see that. So this is how the ideal structure of the voltage amplifier requires. So here we are giving an voltage source Vs, that is, this is the input resistance with feedback. Okay, that is RIF. So here we have a input resistance Ri. So this is a gain of an amplifier. Okay, so the gain output multiplied with the input. This is the output resistance, and from here what we see is the output resistance with feedback. So since output is the feedback signal output is V0, it is beta times the V0. Okay, Vf is equal to beta times the V0. So here beta is a feedback factor. So for the feedback network, output is Vf, input is V0. Therefore Vf is equal to beta times V0. Okay, so at the input we have series connection, at the output we have parallel connection. That is why it is called series shunt feedback. It is also called voltage series because output is voltage, at the input side we are connecting in series. It is also called voltage series feedback. So if we reduce this structure, so we can get this structure. So this is RIF, that is the resistance with feedback, and this is ROF, that is output resistance. Okay, so AF is the gain with feedback. So okay, now the closed loop voltage gain AF we can given by AF is equal to V0 divided by Vs. So now we are deriving the input resistance for a voltage feedback amplifier. So the voltage for a voltage amplifier, the input resistance should be high, okay, when compared to without feedback, that is without applying the feedback. So the voltage, the input resistance should be low. When we apply a feedback, the input resistance should improve. Okay, that we need to show. So input resistance should be high and output resistance should be low. Okay, so the closed loop voltage gain AF is given by AF is equal to V0 divided by Vs. So V0 divided by Vs. Okay, now at the input we can write RIS, R is equal to V by I. So at the input side, that why it is I. So Ri is equal to input voltage divided by input current. So but what is Vi? Vi is the source voltage minus the feedback voltage. Okay, so what we are doing as explained before, so the feedback signal here we are applying for the basic voltage amplifier, we are subtracting whatever the source signal with the feedback signal, and thus difference we are going to give it to the amplifier. So that why Vi is equal to Vs minus Vf. This is the voltage going to the amplifier when feedback is applied. Okay, so if feedback is not there, Vi and Vs is both same. That is, if the feedback is not there, Vs will go just like that. So just Vs will go. So if we apply feedback, so the amplifier input is the difference of source voltage and the feedback voltage. Okay, so for all the amplifier it is the same. Now, so Vi is equal to Vs minus Vf. So Vs minus Vf divided by Ii. But what is Vf? As I explained before, here I had written, right? Sorry. So beta. So from the feedback, the input to the feedback is the sampled output, that is V0. Output of the feedback signal is Vf. Therefore beta, this is the gain of the feedback network. So beta we call it as a gain of the feedback. So what is gain? Gain is output by input. So beta, Vf is the output and V0 is the input. So this is ulta to the basic amplifier. For the feedback network, keep in mind, for the feedback network, beta is a gain of the feedback network, where Vf is the output of the feedback network and V0 is the input to the feedback network, that is output by input. So this is output and this is input. Okay, so now what we can write for Vf? We can write Vf is equal to beta V0. So Vs minus, so Vf for Vf we are replacing with it with beta V naught divided by II. Okay, but what is A? So what is A? Gain. In general, gain is V naught divided by Vi. That is output by input. Okay, so that we can write Vs minus beta into A. So for V naught now we can replace A into Vi. Here we have V naught. So for V naught we can replace A into Vi. That's why we have written Vs minus beta A into Vi divided by II. Okay, so now just multiplying these two equations, Ri II is equal to Vs minus beta A Vi. So this equation. So rearranging Vs is equal to Ri II plus beta A Vi. So if I take Ri II common, so Vs is equal to 1 plus beta A. So now we need to substitute. So the relationship between the input resistance and output, the feedback resistance and the input resistance can be written as, so RIF is equal to Vs divided by II. Okay, the source voltage divided by the input current. Okay, so now what is Vs? We have derived what is Vs here. Ri II into 1 plus beta A. So now I'll repeat again. I have scribbled over there. So I'm repeating again here. RIF is equal to, what is Vs? Ri II into 1 plus beta A divided by II. Okay, so II will get cancelled. So RIF is equal to Ri 1 plus beta A. Okay, so what it says is, applying feedback, our input resistance is getting larger 1 plus beta A times. That is getting more resistance 1 plus beta A times. That is our feedback resistance RIF. That is when applying a feedback, the resistance RIF is 1 plus beta times more than Ri. Okay, that is input resistance is increasing. So say negative feedback increases the input resistance by a factor equal to the amount of feedback. That is how much amount of feedback we give. So that amount our input resistance is increasing. Okay, so this is in terms of impedance. That is Z says impedance. So ZIF is equal to ZI of S into 1 plus E of S into B of S, where S represents source. So okay, so we have now derived what is input resistance. So we'll see what is output resistance now. Okay, for all the amplifier, what we need to do is, so we need to make the input source to 0 to find what is output resistance. So what we need to do is, we need to reduce Vs to 0. Okay, Vs to 0, and we need to remove whatever the load, and we need to introduce a new, whatever the output we are getting, we need to introduce a output voltage Vt here. That is Vt is applied. So here, this is the output resistance what we seen from here. So ROF is Vt divided by I. That is V divided by I. So but what is I? The current I is Vt minus AVI divided by R naught. By applying KCL, so we get I is equal to Vt minus AVI divided by R naught. So I have already told, to find the output resistance, this is the basic rule we find for all the topologies. We need to make the source 0. Here, that is input 0. Here our input is voltage Vs. So that's why we are making Vs to 0. Okay, since Vs is equal to 0, so what is the relationship between Vi and Vi is equal to Vs minus Vf. I have written here. Because Vi is equal to Vs minus Vf, so we can write Vi is equal to minus Vf. So what is Vf? Vf is beta V naught. I explained it earlier only. So Vf is beta divided by V naught. So Vi is equal to minus beta times, what is V naught? Here V naught is Vt. So I have written Vt. Okay, So therefore I is equal to Vt minus A into Vi, what we have gotten at minus beta Vt divided by R naught, that is Vt plus A beta Vt divided by R naught. So now substituting this, what we got, I is equal to, in the equation 1, so Vt divided by, so if I take Vt common, 1 plus A beta divided by R naught, that is Vt get cancelled. ROF is equal to RO divided by 1 plus A beta. That is, our output resistance is getting low by the amount of feedback we have given. Okay, so what was our requirement for the voltage amplifier? For our voltage amplifier, we need to have a resistance, output resistance low. That means we can say by applying feedback we are getting a output resistance low, decrease. Our output resistance is decreased by the amount of feedback we have given. So in brief, I'll explain again. So in voltage amplifier, input is voltage, output is also voltage. So the connection, how the connection is, at the input we are giving series connection, and at the output we are giving shunt connection. Input is series, output is shunt. That is why it's called series shunt feedback. And also it is called voltage series feedback. Voltage series feedback. Why? Because output is voltage, at the input we are giving series connection. Okay, and also it is called voltage mixing, voltage sampling, because input is voltage, output is voltage. Here we are mixing the voltage signal, here we are mixing the voltage, sampling the voltage signal. It is also called voltage mixing and voltage sampling. So input impedance should be high, output impedance should be low. So these are the basic things you need to remember. Okay, fine, thank you.